question regarding this carry something tempting when and you have to delay the temptation. So like if you're delaying it for 10 minutes, so what do you do after 10 minutes? Should you delay it more for another
Yeah.
10 minutes, or you know
The psychology is okay. I'll bring some part of cognitive science. Psychology is a part of cognitive science. I'm a cognitive scientist. Psychology is when you delay the temptation from having it, later on you're able to move on from it very easily. So suppose if I'm getting a lot of temptation to buy a luxurious item, which possibly I will use it only once, maybe a very high fundu branded cloth, okay, from Zara, for example, yeah, and I feel, oh, this I should be buying it today itself. Just delay it, just move around in the shop with your credit card in your hand, okay, because this is about temptation of spending on something which possibly you'll be using it only once, or it may not have a great effect on yourself. Possibly after 10 minutes, you may not feel like having it. And you will be able to save that money, save that time. You won't feel like going on social media because you might find it boring or irrelevant, insensible. So it comes from within. And when it comes from within, your willpower has improved significantly. And because of that improved willpower, you take correct decision, you give better response to people around us, and you're able to remain consistent. So suppose if you have a temptation to sleep, okay, or not to sleep. So if you feel a temptation tomorrow morning, let me sleep for another 10 minutes and then I will wake up. Then what will happen? You will lose out on something which is important for you. Correct? So that temptation is going to tell you, okay, I will sleep little early today, 10 minutes early. Suppose if I sleep at 10:30, I will sleep at 10:15. I will cover this sleep at that point of time. Let me wake up right now. Have a strategy. Keep giving strategy to your brain. Like tonight, do not worry about waking up early tomorrow. Tonight, focus on sleeping. Okay, so tonight, if you're getting a stress, oh my God, I have to wake up tomorrow early, delay that. I will think about waking up early tomorrow morning, not right now. Right now, I have to focus on sleeping. Yeah, try this and see the difference. Okay.
Hello, Dr. Anamika.
Hi.
I had a question which falls between the self-care thought and the practice POP thing. I mean, here you mentioned about how to handle the difficult people. Now, the basic query is, what if we ourselves are difficult for our own?
Right.
My query is with a repeated set of steps, if you do not become successful, or you have the cause or notions that you have not done things, you sometimes get disturbed by yourself. You are on unprogressing things.
Yes.
And repeated things piled up creates a pressure and anxiety, which already discussed. Now here, one thing, we are having a practice POP, and at the same time we are having love yourself, that is the self-care thought. Here, what is the middle line one should follow? No doubt the self-discipline again jumps into the picture, but yes, due to some reasons or something, I mean, it's create anxiety in ourselves what we can do now, because here there are no difficult people external, but internal. Anon, we are difficult.
Got your point. Yes. You remember today's meditation was about letting go. That's what you have to do. Letting go of failure. Letting go of dissatisfaction with self. Letting go of the mindset that I am not able to give my best. Letting go of frustration. Letting go of high expectations from self. Letting go of perfectionist mindset.
Yeah, actually, that's yeah. I agreed on this point. Yeah. Actually, perfectionist mindset is one of the major things which everyone, or I guess every human being, tries it out. And if we are not able to achieve it, it definitely creates frustration.
Exactly. So when you will start letting go your perfectionism, I was a perfectionist myself. When I was in IIT Bombay, when I was doing my PhD, I was a super perfectionist. Ultimately, I was not leading anywhere. No outcome was coming. Okay. So when I let go of my perfectionism, what happens? Immediately, I'm able to find a result and I'm able to make peace with it, and I can make better one next time, and then next time, and then next time. Otherwise, I'm only stuck in one loop. Because when I let go of perfectionism, I'm able to say no to many people and many things which are not important at this point of time in my life right now. Otherwise, I become a people pleaser. And because I'm a people pleaser, I'm doing people's work. I'm not doing my work. So this becomes a forever loop and I get stuck in that. So let go of this. You don't have to look for a character certificate. You don't have to look for any trophy from someone else. You don't even have to give yourself a trophy. Life is a long journey. It's a long journey. I had a heart attack, a tiny one, when I was at the age of 18, very, very young. Many people keep on saying, oh, life is short, life is not short. Life is long. Just look at your own life. How long you have come. How many things you have dealt with. How many types of people you have met. And on an average, one person in their ideal age of until 60 years, they meet more than 8,000 people in their connections. How many load of people you will carry?
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect.
I'm doing office work which is quite extended, like maybe it takes more than 10 hours a day, and it has become normal. So when we say like this is one of the problems which I was thinking when we had this mind map activity. So in how you mentioned to hire a coach, but again, this is not the scenario where we can hire a coach. So how to achieve this how part here?
Right. Here, you need to take care of your team members as well. Possibly the team members are little lethargic, or possibly they don't have a roadmap to continue with the work during the day. Hence, your work is also getting delayed. So if there is a lot of delay in the response time between you and your team members, you need to take that as a charge and first fix that first. So coming up with your leadership is going to help. Like, for example, before a meeting is starting on Zoom, these days we have long Zoom meetings, unnecessary, possibly, right? So you need to, in the beginning of the meeting or before the meeting starts, put up a question. What is the agenda of this meeting? What are we expecting out of this meeting? So we will stick to the point.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and they will be prepared. Every other person in the meeting who is going to participate will be prepared in advance. So their mind mapping will be done. Hence, within a short period, everything will be sorted. Okay. So you will have extra time to rest in between, taking a break. Lie down when there is nothing happening. Relax. It's okay. Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is I tend to keep on postponing and rescheduling the task. And what happens after sometimes the things start accumulating and I start feeling the pressure of those things.
Right.
And then I run behind the timeline to eventually I manage somehow to close all the planned tasks, but that mismanagement is still there. And the second question is
first answer. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
The answer to your first question is, why do we delay and procrastinate? Because we don't like the task. We don't like doing this particular work. And hence we keep on delaying it. So you need to come up with your own creative idea so that you can like doing the task. It can be like you may have a friend, you two are working on it together. Consider it as like one of the subject which we never used to like during our school days. But we still had to learn, still we had to participate, still we had to write the exam. So in those days, what we used to do, we used to have a friend circle. We used to find out creative ways to learn. So whichever work you are delaying is possibly because you don't want to do it. Develop your interest in the work and you will be able to do it on time.